Hi guys, I'm Missy,
I'm Frankie.
and we're here today to talk about something super exciting, federal loans, specifically federal education loans.
Yay, what is a federal education loan?
So loans are typically packaged into students' financial aid awards. One thing that we notice is that students often decline them. There's a lot of talk in the national press about student loans, student debt, and so it's reasonable that our students should be concerned about them, but I don't think that's the full story.
Yeah, I hear that there are a lot of myths about federal loans. Can you tell me about some of those?
Sure. So one thing is students think that whatever your federal loan offered to you, say it's $5,000, is the full amount that you have to take. You can go to your financial aid counselor and say, actually, I only want $500. Say you want to go on a once-in-a-lifetime trip with your friends, it's $500, or you want to take a cool class and there's a field trip associated with it and you can't get funding elsewhere. There are small instances like this where a federal loan can really come in handy. Summer housing is another thing that comes to mind, as this might be a make or break opportunity and students have federal loan eligibility and they decline it. Another myth that I hear about is students sort of declining the federal loan and instead carrying a huge balance on their credit card.
Yikes. Is it better to get a loan than to use a credit card?
In my opinion, it is. If you want to volunteer your federal, can I say that on tape?
Tell us everything. Tell us everything, Missy.
Contact me if you want to offer me. No, I'm going to be in prison on Monday. Federal loans, federal education loans, are about the best loan that you can get out there. They are so much better. Students don't think of credit cards as loans, but they are. And they're the worst kinds of loans. They have like a 24% interest rate. They collect interest immediately. As one of my favorite people, Professor Mike Ryan, says, they're like the mafia. When you don't make one of those payments, they come after you, and it's harder every time. One thing that we often see with students financially is that they're carrying a credit card debt, like a heavy credit card debt. Maybe they're paying $100, $200 just in interest each month. Meanwhile, they've declined their federal loan.
What are the interest rates like for a federal loan?
Federal loans interest rates are about 3% or less, and you can go talk to your financial aid counselor. They change obviously from year to year. The subsidized loan, specifically the federal subsidized loan, is like thebomb.com in terms of loans.
Amen. I agree wholeheartedly. I have a few myself, and it was some of the best decisions I've ever made.
The way I like to think about it is it's an investment in your future.
Amen.
So for you, I think the decision to think about is often, first of all, is it worth going into a little bit of debt to do something that I really want to do? I think it's good to be cautious about it. So talk to your financial aid counselor. I don't love it when students are taking out more than $25,000 in debt for college. That number starts to make me concerned. But provided that you're staying under that, for Georgetown education, you're still paying 10%. You're taking out in debt 10%. You're getting a 90% discount on your college education.
It's the steal of the century.
Yeah, and it'll make up, they say, $1 million more over the course of your lifetime in earnings if you have a college degree. So if you went into a store, I heard this analogy recently, if you went into a store, there was something that was 90% off, and if you bought it, it was going to earn you $1 million more on average over the course of your lifetime. You'd be like, sold. So I do think that the debt is worth it for college. I think don't go crazy. Come and talk to your financial aid counselor. Come and talk to GSP. Talk to a peer mentor. Talk to an alumni mentor. But absolutely no question about it. Take a federal loan over a credit card. It's not too late in the semester to take it. It's almost never too late unless you're like graduating that day. Go and talk to your financial aid counselor and take up to the amount that you can after you have a discussion with him or her.
Godspeed.
Thanks, guys.